What up, everybody? Blaze One Sports, and last night in Arlington, Texas, Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium, the Cowboys beat the Lions in a close one, 20-19. Cowboys go 11-5 on the year, and the Lions fall to 11-5 on the year. So it was a really close game, back and forth, exciting game. 20-19, Cowboys over the Lions. Lions opened up the game with a field goal, and then Dak came back a couple plays later and threw a 92-yard touchdown pass to CD Lamb, which ended up being the second longest touchdown pass thrown by a Cowboy. And then Cowboys are up 7-3. CD Lamb also had a fumble in the end zone, which was a touchback. But overall, CD Lamb had a great game. He broke a couple records. He had over 200 yards receiving in the game. He had 13 receptions for 227 yards and one touchdown, averaging 17 yards per catch. Brandon Cooks also had 5 receptions for 60 yards and a touchdown. The offensive line was a little disappointing, though. They played all right, but they gave up a couple sacks on Dak Prescott. Aiden Hutchinson had 3 sacks himself for the Lions. Lions defense playing pretty decent. Back and forth game. It was a close game, back and forth, 20-19. Cowboys win by 1 point. Exciting game. Dak Prescott, he had 38 attempts, 26 completions, 345 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So finally bringing in the yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 345 yards off 26 completions. Tony Pollard had 16 carries for 49 yards. Dak Prescott 2 rushes for 5 yards, and CD Lamb had 1 for 5 yards. So Dallas's running game was non-existent. It wasn't there once again. If we had a better running back, we would be doing better in the standings and feeling better going into the playoffs. But our running game wasn't there again, so Dak Prescott had to step up. CD Lamb 13 receptions, 227 yards, 1 touchdown, averaging 17 yards per catch. And CD Lamb breaks the record for Cowboys, has the most receptions for a Cowboy in the season. Brandon Cooks 5 receptions, 60 yards, 1 touchdown. Ferguson 4 receptions, 33 yards. Deuce Vaughn had 1 reception for 10 yards. Tobler 1 reception for 9. Hendershot 1 reception for 6 yards. On the defensive side for the Cowboys, Marquise Bell had 8 tackles. Curse had 7. Donovan Wilson had 6 tackles, and he had the game-ending interception in the 4th quarter as the Lions were making their drive. Donovan Wilson intercepted the ball to end that. 6 tackles, 1 interception. Parsons had 5 tackles. Jordan Lewis had an interception, 3 tackles, 3 assists. DeMarcus Lawrence had 3 tackles, and Gilmore and Tolbert both had a tackle. Doris Armstrong had 3 tackles. So that was about it for the Dallas Cowboys defense. Doris Armstrong, he had 1 sack, and Wilson and Jordan Lewis both had interceptions. So other than that, that's all that was going on for the defense. Not too much, but they did a decent job this game. And for the Lions, Jared Goff was 19 of 34, 19 completions, 34 attempts, 271 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. He threw the game-losing interception in the 4th quarter with 2 minutes left to Donovan Wilson. The Lions were getting in the scoring position. They were making the drive down the field to come back, to win the game late, and then Jared Goff throws the interception with 2 minutes left to pretty much seal the game for the Cowboys. Montgomery had 14 carries, 65 yards, 1 touchdown. Gibbs had 15 carries for 43 yards. Alma and St. Brown had 6 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown. Laporta had a couple key receptions in that last drive for the Lions when they were making their final push. Laporta had 7 receptions for 84 yards. Jay Williams had 2 receptions for 69 yards, and Dorsey had 1 for 31 yards. On the defensive side, Sutton got torched all day by CD Lamb. He had 10 tackles, no sacks, no interceptions. Joseph had 6 tackles, and Anzalone had 5 tackles. Hutchinson, he had 5 tackles and 3 sacks. Hutchinson had a good game. He was all over the Dallas Cowboys offensive line. Vildor had 4 tackles. And then Melifonwu had the only interception of the game on Dak Prescott. He had 3 tackles, 1 interception. Campbell had 2 tackles. Mabin had 1 tackle, and that was about it for the Detroit Lions defense. Melifonwu had the interception, and Aiden Hutchinson had 3 sacks. So other than that, games were close. The game was close, 20-19. Exciting game, close game. Did you guys watch? Let me know what you guys think. Dak played good. The defense played decent, and CeeDee Lamb had a hell of a game, breaking records, over 200 yards receiving. Has the most receptions as a Cowboy. They had that 92-yard touchdown pass in the first quarter for the second of all time passing touchdowns as a Cowboy. Dak Prescott to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb played great. Other than an interception, Dak played good. So let me know what you guys think. Cowboys beat the Lions in a close one, 20-19, Week 17. Thoughts, comments, questions, opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Blaze One Sports.